everybody, to episode number 7 of the Anthony K. Goodwin PopPodcast.
I tried going with you and I couldn't do it.
That was good. You did really great. Today we have with us Christian Camarena. Hello, Christian.
Hello, Anthony. It's good to be on the show.
It's nice to have you as well. I'm sorry if moments I revert to calling you Strawburry.
It's okay.
Because that was your original handle.
As long as you don't make fun of my giggles, I'm totally okay.
I won't make fun of your giggles. I have them too. Today, it's a Top 5 Tuesday.
Nice.
And so we are going to be talking about our top 5 video games.
Man, I don't even know if I can condense it to 5, Anthony.
I know you can, because we've already talked about this off camera.
Dang it. Caught up.
Don't forget there's a camera up here too.
Sorry.
We got to talk to both. So the Tuesday crowd is hearing the audio. The Friday crowd is watching the video.
Hello, Friday crowd.
But with no audio.
Tuesday.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Both are getting the audio. But we got a really fun time ahead of us.
Yeah.
We've already started some things that I can't wait to get into.
Yeah.
So without further ado, actually, I guess we could talk for a second about you and I.
Yeah.
So we've been friends since 2009.
Yes.
When you had hair that looked like this.
Oh no.
And if you're watching this, then you're seeing that. And if you're listening right now, you'll have to check out the video on YouTube after the fact. I
need to contact Facebook and take those down.
Dude, yeah, it was... No, I posted on Twitter probably, honestly. Yeah. So there's that. So we've known each other for that long. We've seen each other grow through a lot of seasons.
Oh, yeah.
We were at one another's weddings.
Yes.
Was at your wedding. You were at my wedding.
Yes. We were part of each other's weddings, too.
We were each in one another's weddings as well. Yeah. That's true. What else? I don't know. We've both gotten homes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Both made life transitions, job transitions.
Don't have a kid yet.
I have kids. You don't have kids.
We have a cat, and that's all we'll do.
Yeah. For now.
For now.
We've been on many journeys together.
We have.
What's the most extreme journey that we've been on?
Extreme?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wasn't ready for this question.
Yeah. It just kind of came up in my head. Like, I know we've made some, crazy trips places before.
And I gotta definitely say the beginning, 2009 was just crazy years.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
Crazy people.
Vince Vasquez. You're not a crazy person.
You're not a crazy person.
Yeah, you're not a crazy person. You're a great person.
Great person.
They're just present in those seasons.
Yes.
Those were crazy times.
They were.
Did we spend a New Year's together in San Francisco? Were you there that one time? I was there with like a group of people. We were in San Francisco on a New Year's. I know Sean Aarons was there. I don't remember if you were there or not.
I don't know.
Were you with me? No, it might have been Sean again. When he's gonna have to be on one.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
He's gonna have to figure out how to get him on one.
Yes.
We drove Cat-Triffic from here to San Francisco because she was flying out of there.
No.
Okay, that was him, and the car died on the way. It was exciting.
I know. I was around when the Canadian YouTuber was around.
Brevner.
I think so.
Andrew Brevner. Yeah.
No, she's a girl. It was a girl because of Strawburry17.
Nanaloo,
yes.
Shauna, you're probably not listening, but what's up?
What's up?
I hope your life is good. All right. Enough of that. Enough of our history.
We've known each other for a long time.
We have. We've been through a lot of mess. All right. Let's jump into our top 5 video games.
Yes.
This is kind of a little bit of of all time, but also just of this very moment.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit. Don't judge us too hard.
Please don't judge us too hard.
Yeah. Especially you real video game people out there who are going to be offended, especially by the names that I'm going to be dropping. So I guess because I feel like I'm going to catch the most flack for the way this is going to turn out, I will start it off. My number... No, I'm going to start with a few honorable mentions.
Okay.
And then you speak into them as well, because I feel like we're going to have some crossover.
Oh, for sure.
When it comes to those.
For sure.
So I grew up system-wise. My very first system was a Sega Genesis. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had a Lion King game for it. And I kept getting stuck on this level where you jumped off of the giraffes' heads, and it was the I Just Can't Wait to Be King song, and like I never really beat it, but it stuck with me. So I had a Sega Genesis. I played that. I played Sonic, of course. I also played Mortal Kombat a lot. I loved that one. I actually remember getting Mortal Kombat 2 for a birthday from my grandma, and then my parents took it from me. And I was like, but listen, you can turn the blood off. Didn't matter. They still didn't care, so I still had to return it. And then from a Sega Genesis, I moved to a PlayStation. PlayStation, I started playing Crash Bandicoot, and a big one in that season of life was Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Oh, yes.
Right? That was so much fun. Good. So many endless hours. So fun to get together with a friend and to go through the game against each other, whether we were playing skate or highest score, whatever.
And especially it elevated when you could build your own skate park.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Dude, build your own skate park. Like, you could start to develop yourself as a skater. And it was just, like, a really cool time. And actually, I was just watching a Casey Neistat video, and he just interviewed Tony Hawk, and they just actually put out
great.
An app. Yeah. I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm afraid to. Because then it might have landed on this list. So that was a big one. And that is it before I get into my list of things that have jumped in since then and gone up. Maybe we'll do like a rundown of our systems. So I'll just keep going. So I was Sega, PlayStation, and then I did a PlayStation 2. And then from PlayStation 2 is when I made the jump over to Xbox.
Good jump.
Well, that would have been a 360 at that point.
Yeah. No. Well, did you have the lunch pail one, or did you have the 360, the white one?
I had the white one.
Okay.
Yeah,
360, huh?
I didn't have the actual Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah. I jumped into the white one, and then I got the red ring of death, and then I think I got another one.
The towel trick didn't work.
Oh, man, that was such a bummer. And then from there, around that time, I got Xbox One, and then it got stolen, but I had renter's insurance, so then I got another Xbox
insurance.
One. And what do I have today out there?
A Switch and an Xbox One S.
I have the Xbox One S. That's what I have. Xbox One S, and I just recently got a Nintendo Switch.
So good.
And then, like, along that path of, like, centralized entertainment systems, I had a Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
That I
Which
had,
color?
I had a neon green one. Is that what you...
neon green too?
Dude, wow. That's crazy. Very good. So I had that one. And then from there, my family got like a Nintendo Wii. And so that was fun for family stuff. Yeah. And that's it. And now I got the Nintendo Switch. And
so
the
good.
Xbox One S.
Yes.
You do your system rundowns and maybe any honorable mentions that didn't make your top 5.
Yeah. So we started out with Nintendo. Nintendo family. Totally. Started out with the old one with the purple switches.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude. Started out with that one. Built up to an N64.
Because you got like 4 siblings?
Yes.
Yeah.
N64 right after that.
Yeah.
And then after that one, we did a GameCube.
Nice.
The purple lunch pail.
Yes.
That was it.
Did I mention Dreamcast? I had a Dreamcast. Okay.
So good. Did you have any of the attachments? Like the guns or anything?
I might have. I don't remember though.
My friend had the attachments.
It's
and we
gone.
thought it was the coolest ever.
I don't know where I put it. I wish that I had access to it so I could be like, here it is.
My brother took the Nintendo 64. Sad day.
All right.
After the GameCube, well, actually, let's go before that.
Yeah.
It was around the same time we got the N64. My brothers acquired a PlayStation.
Okay.
And so I'll go in some honorable mentions around that time.
Yeah.
They played Tekken all the time.
Dude,
and so we played Tekken.
Fun.
My favorite character was the tree guy, the stump.
Okay.
Super slow.
I like
but
the ninja
if you landed
guy.
those hits. Oh yeah, this guy was weird.
Did he have like a weird head chain?
I think so.
Too?
Mm-hmm.
And he would like take it off and he'd whip you? Okay.
That and N64 all day, every day, Diddy Kong Racing.
Yep.
And also Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. We didn't play the third one. But me and my brother, man, we take turns on that all the time.
Yeah.
After that, GameCube. And GameCube, we played Sims all day, every day. Super Mario Sunshine. That's the one with the jetpack. Yeah, it's so good. So much fun.
Was the cube the one with the like mini discs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mini discs.
I remember that.
And then after that, that's when we started. I believe Xbox was coming out. My brother, we'd go over there every summer, and my summer consisted of playing video games all day and night.
Dude.
So we got into that, and of course around that time Halo came out, and so that's all we played. Of course, that wasn't multiplayer. I mean, it was multiplayer, but it wasn't. It wasn't online, of course.
Right.
But we played that all the time.
Is that your number 5? What's your number 5? Wait, are we? When we get to your number 5, let me know.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't even started the list yet.
That's what I'm talking
These are
about.
honorable mentions.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, keep going.
Okay, so then after the Xbox, Xbox 360 came out.
Yep.
My brother also had that. Of course, I didn't have a job at the time, so I was like, "Oh, cool! Let's go over his house all the time."
Yeah.
So that's when all the Halo games started to come out. Rock Band started to come out.
Dude, yeah.
Even the camera. You know the 360 when it had the camera.
Yeah.
Where you could play Uno with people.
Dude. I didn't do that, but I would instead do Dance Revolution.
Oh yes. We do that. Really big into Guitar Hero. We play that all the time. My favorite song on Guitar Hero was Modest Mouse, Float On.
Nice.
All day Float On.
Mine was the Strokes song, Reptilia.
Yes.
Because I really like that song in real life too.
I wasn't really good enough to play not Earth, Wind, and Fire. Dragon Force. That was the song. I had to play easy mode on that one. Never hard.
Dude. Fun one. That's a really good one.
It is.
That one had a lot of fun memories too.
Oh yeah.
Because then when you were the friend that had all the game pieces everyone could play.
Well, that's when the game pieces came out with Rock Band, and then Guitar Hero jumped on that, and they're like, okay, we need to do all this stuff. And so Rock Band was fun because it had the mic, the drum set. You could do bass and guitar. Yeah. Lead guitar, you can have more than one guitar too if there was more guitars on the band. Yeah. That one was actually really fun.
Those were good times.
I wish those would come out again.
They probably are.
You think so?
I always had a dream then in like 2005, 2006, whenever that was. I always wanted to do like custom songs. I thought like it must be possible. I could just upload my MP3 and just the pieces get made.
You could do that in Guitar Hero 3. Boom. Well, I don't know about being made, but you can make your own songs and stuff and upload songs, I believe.
See, that'd be like super cool. Yeah. Now I don't care as much, but
I know, right?
That would have been cool before.
Okay, so 360, played a lot of that during the summer.
Yep.
That's when Halo 2 is coming out. Incredible game. Bungie created some incredible games, and then they still are. Yeah. And then after the 360, I finally got a job. I'm a big boy now. Bought my own 360. Yeah. And that's when Gears of War first came out. Also. And man, the gameplay on that, the campaign was just incredible. Loved it at the time. It was so good. Now, present Xbox One XS. Yeah. I have that currently at my house, my casa. Yep. Hopefully going to get a Switch because that is fun to have around when family's around. That's
it is
fun.
really cool.
Mario Party.
I haven't gotten Mario Party or
Mario Kart
or Super Smash Brothers yet. All of these fun big party games I haven't gotten yet. And I'll tell you the game that I did get a little bit later.
So I haven't hit my top 5. Do you want to do your top 5 first and then me?
So we're gonna go like one by one.
Okay,
so,
okay.
My number
Perfect.
5, your number 5.
Perfect.
4. You go ahead and actually before you start.
Yes.
You triggered the memory of mine of one of my honorable mentions that I didn't mention.
What is it?
I've forgotten it. Let's see. We talked about Rock Band.
Yes.
That was up there for sure.
Guitar Hero.
And you know what? One that's not on my list. I'll talk about it later. So you go ahead and start with your number 5.
Okay. Do we want to do that because I was hitting the mic?
Nope.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Someone's getting a text. You hear those little buzzes? I'll throw my phone over here.
Okay. So you want me to start with 5?
We're on a good time. Yeah. Hey, let's go ahead and start with your numero 5.
Cinco would be Gears of War 3. I mentioned Gears of War. I was a faithful fan. Yep. Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 3. For sure, that was on the top. I played Gears of War 4, but I found out when they acquired, Cliff Bleszinski, I believe, hopefully I'm not butchering his last name, he wanted to create a trilogy, and he created that, and then when that was done, he just stopped, and of course sold it, and a coalition had purchased that, and then they're starting to do 4. 5 is coming out. But I love the storyline, and it was you were immersed into it, and also the gameplay, of course, online was incredible.
Are they Xbox only?
Yes. I believe so, yes.
Nice. Yeah, I remember playing Gears of War 2 in the duo campaign. That was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Because just like getting to like play with a friend was like super neat the way that worked. That was a good one. I did enjoy that one. I don't think I've ever bought it, and I've never played anything besides number 2. Okay. Yeah. But you speaking of that does remind me of one that's not on my list that I would like to mention. Okay. Call of Duty.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think is Modern Warfare the newest? No.
Black Ops
4.
Black Ops. I think it's the Battle Royale one, right?
Yeah.
Black Ops, I believe 4.
Yeah, I think 4 is the one that's most recently
like
out.
So much fun.
I don't have that one. I didn't get Modern Warfare. I think 3 might have been the last one.
Wait, you didn't get Modern Warfare? Back in the day? No.
I got 2.
Where you can call in airstrikes and radars. That was the beginning of all that.
I don't think so. I think I only played that at Friends.
Oh, you missed out on that one, man. Yeah. That one was a good one.
That was fun, but I don't think I ever purchased that one myself.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, I sure had 2.
Good mention, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That should have been one of my mentions, too. That's a good game.
That's just not one that stuck. But that was just like another one of those like fun to get friends around and play. All right, my number 5. So this is where, like, I'm probably gonna get judged, but like I grew up playing sports from the age of 7 up until 19. I played football, so Madden should probably sit higher on the list for how long I've played it and how long I've stuck to it. But I'm gonna put it at my number 5 because it's the one where like every year I'm like, I'll get the new one.
Yeah.
And then I'll play it during the season, and then I'll kind of just like fall off. And then like during the season, I'll be like, oh, if I only played hard enough, I could go to tournaments and make money. Probably not, but that'd be so great. Yeah, that'd be amazing. But I never do that, and but it is a game I always get. It's one that I did so many tournaments with friends, getting together, teammates. There'd be nights where we stayed up creating one another, and we like made our whole high school football team. And then there was a time where you could create your own plays, and then we started building our own playbook based off of like our plays. So just like a lot of history, into that game. And in fact, I forgot to share. So this is my PlayStation Tony Hawk. Still got that. Nice. Maybe I could sell this for like $5 on eBay. And yes, the game is still inside. I'm surprised by that even, after all this time. So that's pretty neat to have that. 1 or 2 players. Memory card. Remember those things?
Yes.
And when you needed those and you could bring it over to a friend's and load up your whole game. And then when it comes to Madden, this was probably the best year of Madden, 2004, when you could have Michael Vick, and he was just a beast. He was an absolute monster. But yeah, that's been a game that stuck. And I've traveled from PlayStation 2 into Xbox with, and I even have it on my phone too, but I don't really play it. So that's my big number 5, yeah.
Okay. We're on 4 now?
Yeah, number 4, numero cuatro.
Oh, man. Okay. My number 4 would definitely have to be, just to segue from yours into mine now, which perfectly, would be Halo.
Yes.
Specifically, Halo 3. Mm-hmm. It's funny that Cliff Bleszinski did the 3rd one of Gears of War 3, done. Bungie did the 3rd one, and then done. But I loved Halo 3. Yeah, I loved it. It was I remember getting a whole group of guys together and us hardwiring into different TVs, all connected, and we'd have like 20 of us, and I was number 1. Okay. Was number 1.
Oh, you're really
always
good.
Number 1.
Okay, cool. You're very good. Same story, just not number 1 ever. That's all.
It was so much fun. If I would have played it I mean, I did play it a lot.
Yeah, you did.
And those were long summers.
In fact, you played it so good. Didn't you one time take that game to a tournament? Yeah. That
was Call of Duty.
Dang it.
Okay, so something you need to know about my list, and the whole list it's all going to be shooters.
Okay.
That's something I love to play.
Yeah.
You brought up Call of Duty, which I should have capitalized on that and been like, hey, I've been in a competition.
Yeah.
World at War. That was the competition I was in. We win as just a funny thing. Our local GameStop am I allowed to say location?
Yeah.
In Riverbank, California, they were having a little competition at the time, the release of World at War.
Yeah.
And through the campaign, you would play, and if you shot people, or if you went through the campaign at a certain amount of time, revived someone, the opponent you're facing, you would gain extra points. And at the end of it, was a point system. So if you had the highest point or score, you would win and advance on to the next round. So I win as like a joke, and one of the other guys that was at a party was like, "You want to come?" I was like, "Sure, sure, whatever." And I had got the game, and I was playing it. I really loved it, and I won that competition, turns out, and I won the next one, and then the next one, and the final one was in not the final one, but the fourth one was in San Jose, and it was during a school day.
Here we go.
Something about me is that if I'm nervous, I do not eat at all, and throughout the whole day, I did not eat anything, so I'm jittery the entire day. And my sister and my brother drive me up to San Jose at this cool GameStop. We're it's like meant for tournaments and competitions.
Yeah.
At the very back of the store, there's a huge TV and 5 other TVs circled around this platform, and everyone's looking at you.
Do you have any photos from that day?
I wish, man.
Okay.
I wish. And you stand up and you're playing the game, and it was really weird. I didn't like how we stood there and we were looking up. It was uncomfortable.
How long ago was this? What year?
So I graduated 2009. This must have been in 2008.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
11 years ago. Esports was way different. Can you believe it?
But I lost that round. I even had tricks, too, where if you threw like a grenade over this one, like each mission it was like a storyline, and you could cut, like you could actually throw a grenade over it before the next sequence started, and you could kill the loading characters that were started. So what I did is I started it, and I just chuck grenades, because you start off with I think 4.
Yeah. And
I would just chuck them, and I would rack up points instantly. But I got too cocky, and I died. And of course, the guy, you're supposed to. It would make sense it'd be a good sport to revive the guy, but he just played it through. And then when he was done, it racked up enough points for me not to trump him. He revived me, so.
Dang.
Yeah, sad story, but fun game too.
Wow.
Honorable mention.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
Yeah.
So I already forgot. Have you said your number 4 yet? Yeah, you
Halo
said Halo 3.
Played that all the time. I wish that they would have done an anniversary edition, but they never did. They did Halo 1 and they did Halo, not Halo 1. Yeah. Halo and Halo 2, which are great to run through again. If you haven't, you need to.
Yes.
But they haven't done an anniversary for Halo 3, but I played that constantly. It's good storyline. Really, really good. Bungie's very good at their storyline.
They are.
All the hidden Easter eggs that they always had. The exploding grunt head one, the birthday.
I didn't know that one.
No? You could activate different skulls, and if you find them throughout the campaign, you can activate it. Yeah. Nice. Very cool, very cool. I can talk about Halo 3 all day, but Anthony, I think we should talk about your 4th, maybe.
Speaking of Halo, before we jump into mine.
Sorry.
Speaking of Halo, before we jump into mine. There was one time Christian and I were like hanging out. I had just gotten married, or I was about to get married. I was at this new house, and it's like, let's hang out, let's have pizza, let's play a game. And I think I had just around that time gotten the Xbox One, and it was like, oh dude, let's duo it up in Halo. And we either bought Halo 5. It was 5 that night. Bought Halo 5. He was like, I got this. He dropped $60 that night. And then we hit download, and then it was like 10 hours.
What time do we started? I think around 8 or 9, and we didn't get to play. Or
we did not play that night.
Oh, we didn't. Okay.
Maybe we got a sample, and then by the time, like, I feel like we bought it that night, and then we were like, oh no, that's gonna take way too long. Let's just go rent it. And then like we went to a Redbox, ran home, plugged it in, and then it was like, oh no. It doesn't split screen. And it's like, okay, great. Well, you can play for a second. I'll play for a second. So.
You can't return video games after you break the seal.
Oh, man, so. Yeah. That was very sad. So, I may or may not still have it in my downloads in my Xbox.
Probably do.
I need to go check that out after this. I'm sorry. All right, Halo, my number 4. Sticking with the theme of sports, that one is one that I get every year. But this one I feel like has a little bit more fun with friends, having a friend over. It's a fun one to throw on and play. Madden can be fun, but I don't feel like I'm in that circle of people that plays a lot of Madden. But I am a little bit more in a circle of people that will play FIFA. I gave it away. There it is. Okay, great. My number 4 is FIFA.
You're very good at that game.
Oh, I appreciate it, sir. My first exposure to a soccer game was a little bit harder because I grew up playing football, and so soccer was like, whatever, who
Also
cares?
very good at soccer.
Thanks.
You're fast with your feet.
Wow.
I could never. What I would do with Anthony. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
What I would do with you is I got really good legs, and if I plant them, I can plant them. When we used to play together, I just run up to him and stick my little foot over there and start kicking around until I got the ball out of his legs, and he gets so mad at me.
How long ago was this? Okay, whatever.
Sorry.
So FIFA, it's fun. I didn't grow up playing the sport, but the first time I remember playing... Okay, I got 2 cool stories. Going to the dentist as a kid, there was a Super Nintendo in the lobby there, and they had some random soccer game.
What dentist did you go to?
This is pretty fun.
It's a nice dentist.
It was in Manteca, of all places. I remember this is pretty fun, but I didn't get anything. So every time I got an offsides, I was like, I don't know what that means. And then later on, I remember I had a job and I had the PlayStation 2, I think at that point. Yep, PlayStation 2. And then I went to Best Buy, and Best Buy had this on sale game section, and I bought FIFA 2007 in 2009. So the year was 2009, 2010, and I bought FIFA 07 for $15 or cheaper. And then I started playing it, and I was like, dude, this is a pretty fun game as it is. And then very quickly I jumped up to then FIFA 10. I think FIFA 10 was out at that time. And then I've jumped on that one ever since then. Every year I want to get the new one, and they've started introducing a storyline to their games.
Oh, nice.
Prior it was all just playing online and playing seasons and stuff. But now there's a storyline with Frostbite. Frostbite develops that art and I think storyline to it as well. And then, so that's been fun to play through, but then also to have the updated rosters, the updated look, the most recent play style things. So that's a super fun one that I always kind of tend to purchase every year as well.
Nice.
Just again, being a sports guy, and then it's actually what kind of helped get me into soccer, playing it co-ed. What's it called when it's not competition? Recreational, co-ed recreational leagues on Sunday nights, and then also watching it a little bit more. I've actually got a few jerseys and stuff. So FIFA, congratulations to you. That's it. That's my number 4. But hey, before we get into our number 3s, because you did your number 4, I did my number 4. Quick recap: number 5, Madden. Number 5,
Gears of War 3.
Number 4, FIFA. Number 4,
Halo 3.
Boom.
3.
And now, since we've got you here, Christian, let's call up your sister.
Oh, yeah, I think that's great.
Strawburry17, and, she's a gamer now.
Oh, yeah.
She's converted from, vlogger to music video coverer.
To now streamer.
To streamer
and
gamer
video game content, all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and she's, at the E3. She's at all the big gaming conventions that are going on. So... BlizzCon.
Loves BlizzCon.
Those are 2 gaming conventions I just named off the top of my head.
Hey.
Are there any more?
Probably, but those are the most important ones.
We don't know that. So let's get her on the line right now. All right, guys, there's no name for this special segment that we're just now starting. It's where we phone a friend or phone a celebrity, depending on who you are and how you view this person. But on the line, all the way from Los Angeles, Studio City, California, it is...
I don't live in Studio City.
How am I supposed to know? It is Strawburry17. Hello.
Hello. What's up, everyone?
It's great to have your voice.
All right. Well, what are you, Ursula? Are you going to put it in a locket or something?
If at all possible, yes. Because then people will be like, wow, you sound so different than how you look. And I'd be like, I know.
Anthony, you little freak. Nothing has changed.
All right. Well, it's good to hear from you. For those of you who don't know, Megan and I do have a past. That is Christian's sister. And here's a video that we've been in. If you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing that now. If you're listening, maybe here's something we briefly covered in a music video.
It's gonna get copyright flagged real quick.
Do podcasts work like that? I don't see. What was their name?
Who knows?
Caps? No, I don't know. All right. Well, hey. So we're in the middle of talking about video games, Megan, and you have a few streaming channels, right? Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Well, in the past couple years, I've switched over to gaming more as my main focus, where before I did geek lifestyle and variety, but it's secondary to my Strawburry17 plays, where I upload Minecraft and indie games, and then I stream over on Twitch as well. But I'm becoming more and more known as a gaming influencer, which I think is very interesting.
Nice.
I mean, I also did win a Disney Mario Kart tournament. Clash of Carts, number 1, baby. I got a trophy. So if you ever want to play me, get a trophy first, and then I'll beat you.
Wow. I feel very threatened. I didn't know we were in the presence of greatness. Yeah.
It's true.
Gosh. Well, there that is. So that is the very reason why we are reaching out to you in this moment. So, rapid fire, you got to just fire it off. You didn't have much time to prep. We didn't tell you anything beforehand. What are your top 3 video games? It could be any platform right now. Go.
Right now or of all time?
Right now in this moment.
Kingdom Hearts, Minecraft, and oh man, I don't know what that third one could be. I have Ashen, which is a new game that just came out from Annapurna. And it's so beautiful. And if you're a huge fan of Dark Souls, it's something very similar. It's just really cool artwork. I played it at E3 before it was released and got to demo some of the game. And I played a little bit of that, and I'm kind of waiting because I want to record it for some episodes after I get through Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
So I guess that's my top 3 for right now. But of all time, it would have to be World of Warcraft, Animal Crossing, and then, man, this is a tough one. I mean, it has to be Pokemon. I feel like that defines who I am.
Yeah.
The games that made me, it'd have to be, Blizzard, Nintendo.
Beautiful choice. I have 3 new questions built on my head based off of those responses. Christian,
built on top of your head?
Yes.
Like a little Lego?
Until when you start saying them.
Yes.
Cute.
You want me to ask her a question?
Yeah. Do you have anything?
So you said it's like Dark Souls. So is it just as crazy? Is it kind of like a third person, first person, or?
I think it's more like a third person. Like you're following a dude, you're going through. Here, I can pull up the breakdown of what it is because that would give you a better description. But yeah, it's all third person. Man, it's crazy because all these indie game studios are doing such amazing stuff that's so different than anything else that's out there, and they're inspired by these games that we know and love. And we're lucky enough to be able to play through those games that feel like they're in the same vein of something like Dark Souls.
And this is PC, you said, right?
So you can get Ashen through the Epic Game Launcher. I'm not for sure if it's on a console just yet, but Ashen is an action RPG about a wanderer in search of a place to call home. This is a world where nothing lasts, no matter how tightly you cling to it. At its core, Ashen is about forgetting relationships. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait, hang on. I'm wait, this sounds like a different game. I'm this is horrible. So I just made stuff up. Okay, at its core, Ashen is about forging relationships. Sorry, forging relationships.
Not forgetting.
Not forgetting. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Players can guide those they trust to their camp together, and you might stand a chance. PC exclusive on Epic Game Stores through December 2019. I think after that, they'll have a release on console. It's kind of what Annapurna does sometimes. So, I don't know. It's really pretty. I sent you a YouTube link so you could see the trailer. It's a fun game, a really cool soundtrack. and just something nice to kind of play through.
Nice.
That's pretty sick. So you just talked about Apex. What was it called?
Okay, can you just get it together for a second, please? I said Ashen.
Ashen. Well, Christian was talking about this Apex thing a second ago. Is that what it's called?
That's through EA Games. That's different. That's like the new Battle Royale game. Do you even play battle or like video games? You're sounding really sketchy right now.
Okay, listen. Yes, I'm 30 years old. You caught me. Yes, I'm a father of 2 daughters. Wow.
Wow, you have a high score on Candy Crush. What of it?
No, Disney Emoji Blitz.
Actually, right. I love Disney Emoji Blitz. Did you get the Kingdom Hearts emojis?
No. That's another confession that I actually have to make, is that when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, I've never actually played it. And this third one came out. I was like, oh, that's exciting.
You know, to be fair, a lot of, I think that the truth about Kingdom Hearts is, to be fair, either back in our day, because we're close in age, is your household had one console if you were lucky, because they were expensive. You were either a Nintendo household or a PlayStation household. And I grew up Nintendo, so we didn't play through Kingdom Hearts only when we went to our cousins, and that's when we got to. Yeah, that's what cousins are for. Anthony, are like our closest cousins. They had a PlayStation, so it was nice because we would bring our Nintendo, and then we'd kind of get to trade off while we were there, staying with them for the weekend. But that was like the closest thing I got to being able to play through Kingdom Hearts, were like brief weekends with them. Yeah. So I think a lot of people have that same experience. So having not played any of the Kingdom Hearts prior, I think you could watch a recap video. That's like, there's one really good one that's like 15 minutes long. I linked to it in like one of my recent playthrough episodes, but it gives you the entire backstory, and you could jump into Kingdom Hearts 3 and have an idea of what's going on. And like the best thing about it is it's like worlds you know and love, because you're familiar with Tangled, you know Frozen. I mean, like, you know Mickey and Donald and Goofy. It's a feel-good game with that Final Fantasy vibe, and it's a magical experience. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
Great. Well, now I've got to invest in that sometime soon.
Yeah, you're like a Disney tryhard, aren't you? Yeah. You got to add this to your thing.
What's that hashtag you just used to label me? I don't like that. I don't like being. I mean, if you were watching this video, you would see all the Disney behind me right now, but.
But the one Disney game for adults, you're like, I don't know her. And you didn't even unlock the Kingdom Hearts Disney Emoji Blitz emojis. Dang.
I know. I've very much super failed at that. I'm sorry that I'm so bad.
I'm grilling you, man. Get it together.
I appreciate it. I actually grew up the opposite. I had a Nintendo. No, I'm lying. I had a PlayStation and a Dreamcast and a PlayStation 2.
Okay, Anthony, hang on one sec. Oof. So you grew up with a PlayStation. You're saying. So you're basically just admitted. I like this about Anthony. He's a very honest man. He ain't gonna lie. You grew up without an excuse, is what you're telling me.
Yes, but hold on. There's a subset.
Wait. Nope. Just one more. Here we go. Just one more question, just for the viewers at home.
Maury, the tests aren't real. Okay. Wait.
Did you play a single Final Fantasy game?
No.
Oh, Anthony. Not even 7?
No.
Anthony.
None of them. Isn't it like on 15 now?
Christian, I gotta go. This is bad for my rep.
Okay, well, it's not. I'm gonna go too. Here.
I gotta go. We gotta go.
Okay, hold on. I have a subset of an excuse, and that's that I grew up playing sports. So when I turned to video games, initially I was playing Mortal Kombat and Sonic, but then once I met Madden, I started playing Madden, and then I pretty much kind of like stuck with that. To be honest, that was sort of it. It was just sports games.
And we never did that growing up.
We played NFL Blitz.
NFL Blitz, but I think over at Anthony's house. Our cousin's house.
Yeah. Your excuse wasn't enough. Just letting you know. So, okay. But it's okay, because guess what? It's 2019. It's a year of change. Year of the pig. You know, you just gotta do it. All right.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I will subscribe to that. Okay, hold on. So I was gonna ask some of the questions that built up on top of my mind yes, they built on top of my mind.
Like a little Lego.
Platforms, systems. What systems that you, I don't know, play some of those games on, and maybe if you have a favorite system you could speak to. And if I remember the other one, I will let you know. That one. Let's start with that.
I mean, I prefer playing on PC just because of how easy it is. Since I'm uploading my content constantly, it's in terms of workflow, it makes it a lot easier. But I'm playing Kingdom Hearts through my Xbox One X, and I don't think there's a better system out there. It's absolutely incredible and so freaking nice. I have the PlayStation, the latest one, and it's really awesome, and I have it for Spider-Man, but I find myself leaning more towards Xbox always because it's another thing. That's like how I was brought up. It was Nintendo, and then we went to Xbox. So that's kind of my thing. But I wouldn't even lump Nintendo in with that category because it's a mobile console. And how do you beat that? I can play Diablo or Skyrim while I'm in an airport. Whenever did you think in your wildest dreams that would be a possibility? So for that reason alone, Nintendo is in a completely different category than the Xbox or PlayStation. I will say they really do need to work on their quality though, because I'm pretty sure they're still like in 720. But when you're playing on that small of a screen and you get the portability, I mean, I would take 480. I don't even care.
For sure. And the multiplayer, like I feel like they've gotten really good in that when it comes to sitting next to someone and getting to play.
Oh yeah.
Other systems have kind of abandoned that.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a different market. Like, you sit on your Xbox, you don't want to play games. You know, Nintendo has always been about community. You know, it's like playing with your family. But they still have those titles, especially with indie games now too. Have you seen some of the titles that Nintendo's been releasing or getting like exclusives on? They're indie games that are like bloody. It's like definitely not it's not a kid game. They're like trying to diversify their audience and broaden it up so that they get some new people playing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty smart.
That's what's up. So I think my last question to try to respect this 15 minutes that we've had with you is...
I mean, you kind of pushed it to 30 because you went and you got a cookie and then you had to write down some excuses about the PlayStation thing. So I don't know.
My daughter wanted a cookie, so please get it straight. We have very different voices. My other question was going to be, when it comes to Pokemon, what was your first Pokemon game? Because you said that you were raised on it. And if you were standing in the Poke world today, what Pokemon would you start with? Professor Ash is standing right in front of you.
Professor Ash.
Professor Oak.
Well, I mean, it depends what region we're in, but I mean, I don't want to sound too nerdy.
Oof.
Jesus. Okay.
I just walked away for a second because I was embarrassed that I said Professor Ash.
You know, the thing is, like, you use your age as an excuse, but we're the same age, man. You got some homework to do. That's all I gotta say.
I will say it again. I have 2 kids. I've given them so much of my brain that, like, I don't have much left inside here.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta teach them to be cool, okay? Jesus. Who's their godparents? Give me someone's phone number. I need to make sure these kids are taken care of. Their futures are handled.
I think it's my sister. I'll have to double check the will.
All right. If my first game was Pokemon Red, Christian got Blue, and then we did tradesies once he beat it. Christian, for being like so much younger than me, he was my video game buddy. I would beat one side of a game, he would beat the next one. It was nice to be able to rely on him because my brother David was off playing with Lisa Frank and God knows what else. Like, he was not a reliable source when it came to video games. I'm like, Christian, we got this game for the weekend, then we got to return it on Monday to Blockbuster. If we don't beat it, I don't know what I'm going to tell people at school. He's like, we could do it.
Especially when that cord came out where you can connect both the Game Boys together.
The links.
We would do it to where we would have 3 Game Boys set up and we'd all switch. So we'd get like, you start with fire, water, and then earth. And then we'd get all those. And so we'd start off with all 3 Pokemon types.
Genius.
Yeah. We hacked the system and felt really good. Especially once Yellow came out. That was awesome.
Yeah. It was done. Candies galore.
Dude, all the cheats. We were so into it. If I could be, I think the question that I think you were wanting to ask is like which region I would want to live in.
Yeah,
I think
for sure
that
what I was
probably is.
asking.
Yeah, I think so. The Alola region or Alolan region is like so cool. It's like Hawaii, Pokemon. It's Sun and Moon, and they have
Yeah.
different versions of the Pokemon. So like Diglett has a freaking wig. It's amazing. Just look up when you get a chance. You should post a picture of like a Alolan Diglett and a Alolan Doug trio.
Done.
It's beautiful. It straight up has a wig. It's cool because Gollum is different. Geodude's different. Like it's just a really fun and playful series if you watch the show. I know it's like for younger kids, but when you watch it, you're like, yo, this is dope. It's like it's actually the story is really entertaining, and the Sun and Moon games that came out on the 3DS were really great too. And if you play Pokemon Go. Just like not too long ago, they released like the Alolan Pokemon and they had the Alolan eggs. So that was like really, really fun. And I just played through Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
Yeah.
So amazing. So good.
I was told by someone I need to get that. I just got the Switch, so they were telling me.
It'll suck you in. It's so fun, and you can play with your kids too. They have the multiplayer, so as you're playing through and collecting Pokemon, when your kids can kind of like use the joystick and shake in and go through and like battle Pokemon and stuff with you.
That's cool.
My starter Pokemon would have to be Eevee because I like to have Eevee's my favorite Pokemon. I mean, let's be real. The fact that you have so many options for evolution is kind of incredible. And Sylveon's my favorite Pokemon Eevee evolution.
Nice. Well, that's exactly what we were looking for. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I have one last question.
Yeah.
Which team, Megan?
Ooh.
Which team?
Which team? Oh, Instinct.
That's what's up. What are you?
I'm Instinct too.
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
I read the description and I was like, that resonates with me. Where I didn't realize people are just choosing their favorite colors. Idiots. Because I was like, oh, you really think you're a Valor? I thought that this resonated with me more, and I felt like I was more of an Instinct. And they're like, oh, I didn't even read that. I'm like, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
Well, I love it. This is why we connect so well. Instinct for life.
Okay. Nope.
Taking it back.
What the heck?
Sorry.
He's trying to unify us. Okay.
You don't even have it downloaded.
Yes, I do.
Are
They're
you
gonna play in
Instinct?
San Francisco.
Yes.
Are you really?
Yes.
Christian, is he?
I was about to show you it,
Yeah, he
like
was
you can see it, but you can't.
Oh.
2019 fireworks.
All right.
Level 22.
I see
AnthonyKGoodwin.
Snorlax.
Okay.
Who's my buddy? Snorlax. What level's he at? He's I don't know right now, man. But I've been walking with him. I've walked 24.6 kilometers with him.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
But why are you walking a Snorlax? They don't evolve. What are you doing with that? Why you need that many
I
rare
honestly don't
candy?
know. I just threw my biggest person on, and I was like, hook it up. So that's how that happened.
Maybe switch it out for a Magikarp because you probably don't have a Gyarados yet. So.
I might. I'll double check that.
All right. Just give me some advice, you know.
I've got you for sure. So what you're gonna want to do is get some gyms, and you put a Pokemon there at a gym, and then you get a badge. And
why are you doing gaming for your podcast? Is this like I don't understand you?
I can explain. It's a pop culture podcast, so we're just talking about like gaming, and that's it. So far, I've talked about concerts. I've talked about top movies. I hit up Jonathan Rios and we talked about our each favorite top 5 movies. Talked about my favorite Disney snacks that are like somewhat affordable at Disneyland. I talked about why I love Disney, and I think that might have been all of them so far.
Coming up, Bands of Modesto too.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about the band scene of Modesto in 2006 and 2007 too next week.
Oh, that's going to be fun actually.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one for the people that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
they're going to care about it. Maybe
well, Avril Lavigne played a private concert 2004 because she missed the show. Do you remember that?
Oh,
She was supposed to do the B93 had like a winter. It's like their winter show, and they have all these big artists come through. She missed it because she was sick, and she came back and played a private show.
Oh, cool.
And the only
was
way
that the one you dressed up for?
Yeah, the only way you could win was if you bought ticket, or if you like called in and won tickets. And I went to a pie eating contest dressed up as Avril Lavigne, and I lost. I didn't even. I was like, I'm never gonna get these tickets. I'm never gonna be able to meet my idol. And then my mom called in and won them for me.
Wow, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Mom came through.
Modesto had some crazy bands come through.
Yeah.
Can we get a photo of that?
Oh, shoot. Someone just got in trouble. We definitely heard it.
I hope it's not me. Do you have a photo of that Avril Lavigne moment?
Oh, of course not. This was back in 2004, 2005. I kind of hid my Avril Lavigne.
Cameras weren't.
If you got them, Christian, you gotta provide them.
Heck yeah! Wow, what a time! You've had such a history of gaming. Thank you, Meghan, for all of your experience.
No problem. Thanks. You mean like thanks for sharing it, or you're just thankful for my experience in general?
Good question. Yeah. All right. Thanks again for being here.
All right, never again. Am I right?
I don't know. We can work it out. You just shared a little bit about your own Modesto scene music stuff, so maybe we circle that back in for next week's podcast. I may or may not have to call you again. I could probably just use that audio we just took. So that'll be very helpful. Thanks again, not only for what you've experienced, but for sharing what you experienced. Do you want to, I don't know, share what you thought of this experience with me and your brother?
Well, I mean, you did it. I didn't get offered any mints, any water. If this was an Uber ride, it felt like, you were lost for a little bit and couldn't find me on the map. So maybe... No, I'm just kidding. It was fun. It's always fun talking to you. I'm excited that you're doing your podcast. It's fun to see it pop up on my socials. I'm like, look at him doing things. This talented guy. Even though he hasn't played Kingdom Hearts 3, it's okay.
Thanks for maybe clicking on one of those links once. Appreciate it. Thank you. Dude,
that's what I'm for. Anytime.
All right. Appreciate it, Meghan. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, everyone go follow her at Strawburry17.
Bye, guys.
Meghan is just a wheelhouse. She's a wheelhouse. A wheelhouse of experience, of knowledge, of gaming, history. Actually, fun fact. So Meghan and I, we met in 2005? I want to say 2005 or 2006. We both worked at a skate and surf shop called Mainland.
Good shop.
In the mall at Vintage Fair, and she made fun of me when we met. Because like we met then, and then like we didn't work there, and I met her again in like 2008, and she remembered me as like a dweeb. Basically, is how I was remembered. So that's cool. All right, and then we did some videos together. Showed you that already. When it comes to Pokemon, though, speaking of that, in that game, that is one that I can't believe that I don't have on my list.
Same.
It is one that I should have mentioned as an honorable mention.
Yes.
And another one I didn't mention. How did I not do this? Disney Emoji Blitz. I didn't talk about that.
Nope.
What is my problem? I have it. I literally have it written down right here. Okay, Disney Emoji Blitz, very fun one. I played up until I got Peter Pan, and then I was like, I'm happy. That's it.
I'm done.
I did exactly what I wanted. So I have him, and I use him in some text messages. That's it. And then my other one's Pokemon. So I started off with Pokemon Blue, as we already said. You and I both started with Blue. Blue. I went from Blue to Yellow to Silver, and then I took a break. Silver. And then in 2016, when Pokemon Go came out, jumped on that real quick. Played that, for the summer that everyone was on it. And then I honestly, in the past week or two, I just picked it up again. So you can find me on there. I don't know, add me and send me a gift, I guess. You can do that now. AnthonyKGoodwin.
My name's Crispy C.
Nice. With one P or two P's?
Crispy with one P, and it's uppercase C, E-E.
Nice. Beautiful. Did you want to talk about Pokemon?
Oh, man. Yes.
It's not on your list either.
Not on my list, but it's a very good honorable mention.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Do you remember the N64 game where you could actually plug in your card from your Game Boy Color and you can battle them on your N64?
Would you put it in the controller?
Yes.
Yep, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
My team, or
yeah,
my group, my guys, man, they were so good.
Yeah, because it would save to the cartridge and you put the cartridge.
Oh, that was such a good game too. Oh, do you Blockbuster at the time, they had a Pokemon camera or whatever.
Dude, that's the exact one I was gonna think.
Really?
Of mentioning, yeah.
And you go get them printed out at Blockbuster?
Yeah. Yeah. That was a super random one. The literal goal was to go around and photograph. It was like you were on a weird Pokemon safari and you were like in the car and you'd be like trying to
going down a river. I remember going down the river and you try to find special characters.
Yeah. I didn't own that one, but a friend did. So
yeah, same.
That's
I didn't own it.
Yeah, I would never buy that.
Never. Blockbuster rental.
Anyways, all right. Number 3. Let's start with number 3 from you.
From me?
Yeah.
Number 3 would have to be Destiny 2. I never guilty confession. A confession. Weird. Never played Destiny.
Really?
Yeah, the Destiny culture is very. If you haven't played the first one, then you're not a really true fan.
Huh.
I mean, I believe it, but somewhat. But Destiny 2. It really picked up where it left off.
Yeah.
Didn't really feel like I missed anything. I'm sure people probably yell
that
at me.
Was a fun one. I did play that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. My character was a warlock.
Yep.
I just had the Black Armory. I bought the Black Armory expansion, and I think I'm at 630 light right now. Gotcha. I just can't get past that hump. It's really hard. It's difficult when you're solo. I did actually get into a clan with that through a Discord. And we have 7 branches because you can only have 100 teammates in one clan. So we have 700 members.
Wow.
So we go through this Discord and we say, "Hey, I need one for this dungeon or this raid."
Yeah.
And people are like, "Hey, I can come. Hey, I can come." You know, you can also set up times too, where you, "Hey, I'm playing this raid." Yeah. That's really cool. I actually really love that. If you can find a really good game to play with people.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
of course, all these new games that are coming out aren't really 2-player anymore.
Right.
You can't do multiplayer, you know, so you lose the frame rates, all that stuff. So, but if you got somebody, a clan or people that you play with that also have an Xbox subscription and the game, it's really fun.
Yes.
So,
that is a good one.
It's a really good one. Storyline, sorry. It's really
good. I am like 95% sure that I didn't get Destiny 2. Or maybe I did. I don't know.
Did you get Destiny?
I know I did 1, and I know I played through that storyline, and that was really fun. I did enjoy that. And then I want to say that I did get 2, but I honestly can't remember if I ever did. I need to go look at the Xbox, but that was a fun one.
It's fun.
That was kind of my introduction to a different style of online play.
Yeah.
For Xbox, because prior to that it was Madden, it was FIFA.
Oh yeah, no shooters on your list at all.
Yeah, like
besides Call of Duty, right?
And I had Halo, early on in Call of Duty, but I didn't stick with those going through. I just stuck with the sports games.
What was your character on Destiny?
It was a warlock well for me, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I predominantly was the color blue. I don't know if that matters.
Oh yes, that's a arc. So you did thunder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, or they call it in the Destiny gaming community, it's called tickle fingers. Okay. Because you're a Stormcaller and you go around and you tickle people.
I would tickle them.
Tickle them to death.
Just like in real life. Okay. My number 3, this is going to probably catch some flack again. Oh, go figure. Goodness. 3 games in a row. Catching flack, it's what I do. Fortnite.
Good game, eh? It's a good game. Revolutionized.
What season is it in right now?
I don't even know.
Is it 6 or 7?
It's probably 7.
Whatever the map is with all of the snow, that's like where I fell off. I think it was season 6 when the first little patch of snow showed up, and I think I jumped in at season 3 and maybe didn't touch it much, maybe even season 2, and was like, oh, it's free and it's what everyone's talking about. Okay, I'll try it, and then I fell off. And then by season 3 or 4, for sure, I was like, this is the best game. And it had a quick enough turnover that if you had a friend around, you could play for 10 minutes and die, or you play for 3 minutes and die, and then be like, your turn, and easily pass it off.
Yeah.
And so it's a fun, like, even though only one can play at a time, it still had that, like, kind of addiction sort of style to it.
Especially when they went cross-platform, it really helped out with everything.
Yeah, cross-platform's fun. The attention that it got in the media was really fun.
Big-time media. This pop culture.
Yeah.
What is it? Ninja and Drake. That really set it off really well.
Drake, Juju Smith, Schuster being in it.
Post Malone, yeah.
Did he play too?
Yeah, I think he played in that group.
Dude, gosh.
One of those guys was like, hand me those Band-Aids, and their bandages, and they all made fun of him.
It
just, like, it grew that big, I don't even want to call it cult following, because it wasn't that.
No.
National
But
attention.
it was different. It was so different. It was a different gameplay that has never been thought of. I mean, you know, I think I don't know if you think of this, but I always think of Hunger Games when it came out. I was like, you can play like the Hunger Games? This is so cool. You know, it's really where you land is really where it's going to help you out, you know? And if you can be the best player, but if you land in a really bad area, you don't have a gun, and you're going up against the guy who has like a Tommy gun, you're going down, you know?
That's the way it was explained to me.
Yeah.
Was like a Hunger Games, and originally I thought it was awkward, and then around that time people were also telling me, oh, PUBG's better. And then I downloaded both of them for the Xbox, and I played through PUBG.
What do you think?
And I didn't. Okay, so this was a year and a half ago now. Yeah. So it might have changed by now. Mm-hmm. But at that point, I was kind of like, eh.
Really?
I leaned towards Fortnite, because I also heard that Fortnite had some Pixar people behind it.
Yes, they did.
And so that probably helped lean me a little bit more that way, because of Disney stuff.
Yeah.
And they just leaned into that
Thanos
animated.
is really cool too.
Dude, okay, that's when I jumped in. Right after that. Before that is when I downloaded it. And then I had it, and I was like, oh, Thanos in it? That's pretty neat. And then I jumped in, right at the end of him being in it. So I never played while he was actually in it. Mm-hmm. So
you missed
thanks for mentioning that.
Sorry.
But yeah, so that helped me, lean towards that. I appreciated PUBG's being more Hunger Games
Yep.
just being dropped down with nothing, and you're this naked person. But then Fortnite, you're I'm a dragon slaying ninja master,
and I have a dragon parachute.
Yeah.
Get ready to die with my dance moves.
So it just got wackier, and I just kind of leaned in and enjoyed that. So yeah, I enjoyed that one.
And then Fortnite had I loved how Fortnite always played off the map.
Yeah.
It was never you didn't have 4 or 5 different maps. It was one map, but throughout the seasons it changed, and I think that's really cool.
And even the way that every time you jump into a game, the map just kind of switches itself. So it had if you haven't played it before, it's got these main 7 sections or whatever we'll call, and then one time it's up here, another time it's down here, and it just always switches on you like that. So you know what an area is like, but the map isn't always the same orientation. So it was really cool. It was really fun. Yeah. Cross-platform, like you said.
Oh yeah, helped out a lot.
Yeah. So that was my numero tres. Number 2.
Number 2 would have to be PUBG Mobile.
Man, this is huge. Wow. Perfect handoff.
I don't say PUBG for desktop because I don't really have a gaming computer.
Yeah.
Another confession.
Same,
I'm sorry, I'll get flack from that.
Yeah. Same.
Never owned a gaming PC. Oh, actually, man, can I say another honorable mention?
Yeah.
StarCraft.
I never played that one.
So much fun. My brother owned StarCraft, the original, and we'd play that all the time. My favorite characters to play were Protoss. All time.
Right. I don't know what that means, but I trust you.
So I guess that was that computer was back in the day though. That was the pinball machine game and stuff, Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail type of stuff.
Yes.
But moving PUBG though, that was I play on mobile with my brother a lot, and we have a good trio. We need a squad, so
plug it.
If somebody wants to come play with us, we're trying to go pro.
Plug it.
We're actually really good. We always get chicken dinners. We never go home hungry. Never go to sleep hungry either.
Wow.
So I would people always make fun of me, fun of mobile though, because there are bots in the game. So you do play against some bots.
Sure.
But I do love to ping off how I like pub more than Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm finding Fortnite a little harder to play because of the sandbox. Kind of like how the gunfires. Mm-hmm. with PUBG, it's nice and straight, of course.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's just nice and straight, and then of course with snipers and stuff
Yep.
like that, long range, you're gonna get type of a curve, and you need to compensate for that.
I
love that.
It's more authentic.
It's more authentic, and so that's why I really like it. Maybe a little easier to play, but I really like PUBG Mobile. That's really fun to play, and it's like I could not mention not a mobile game, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I have all these console ones, but mobile's so much fun.
My number 2 is mobile. And I guess just for a semi little rundown, Madden, I play Xbox One, FIFA, Xbox One. I have them both on mobile too, but don't really touch them.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know, I guess I'm at an airport and I'm like, well, I've tapped out on this. I'll go to this for a second. My number... Am I on number 2?
Yeah, you already said number 2.
You said number 2. Yeah. I'm saying my number 2. My number 2 is also mobile. Your number 2 was mobile, PUBG. My number 2, mobile, Marvel Strike Force. What? It's probably not so much because the game itself is like an amazing concept. Like, it's cool to see the Marvel people that you know going to battle Mortal Kombat style. I think the most addicting thing for me, honestly, is just like leveling up the characters that I have and getting abilities, their abilities and getting shards to get new characters. So when actually it's funny, I jumped in and I was playing it, and then your sister, she started an alliance, I think, and I jumped in on that, and I went through some of the raids and stuff that they were doing at that time, and so I have 90 out of 100 Thanos shards. I am so close, so close, and now I'm pretty sure there's like no real way to get Thanos shards. Maybe they'll circle back for the new one. So that'd be great because I'm like,
they'll probably bring it back with the movie that's kind of come out too. Not Captain Marvel, but the one Thanos. Endgame.
So I'm hoping right there that it will come back. But that's a fun one. Like by the end of the night, honestly, it's not like I play too much throughout the day or like carve out specific time. It's like I'm laying my head down. I've got 20 minutes before I crash. So I open up. I get all of the collections and daily rewards that I can and knock those out and then go to sleep.
Or it's a good bathroom game.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
What's your favorite character?
Oh man, my highest. Honestly, I've been like really into Spider-Man.
Really,
just as a whole in the Marvel universe and stuff. But like, I have Deadpool. I have Daredevil. I have Luke Cage. I have not Hulk. I have Kingpin.
Good defense.
I got Punisher. Elektra.
I like the guy who's man, it's gonna sound so bad, but I don't know his name. But the guy whose chest explodes.
I think it's Punisher. Or no. That's a
good character.
Crossbones.
I think so.
Crossbone.
Mm-hmm. It sounds familiar. It's the guy with the metal punching arm. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Crossbones, and he's a bad man.
Yeah,
he's a bad boy. Let me see. Just loading it up real quick. We got a second. We got some time. Boom, loading. Takes a while to load. It's kind of a lot of memory, but it's free.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, it's a fun one to have on the go. Let's see. Iron Man, I don't have him. Nope. Venom. I really went for Miles Morales when he was in it because Into the Spider-Verse was out. Haven't seen that movie yet. Look, there he is right there. Shadow Spider offer. Can I have $30? Nah, okay, I'll skip it. Well, now since I'm here, I might as well claim some of my rewards. Yeah, just give me a second. This is the most irritating thing is all the offers, and you gotta always say, no, I don't want it. I'm level 47.
Nice.
Collecting 2 orb chambers. Boom. Got him. Nothing special. Go to my roster. Daredevil, Gamora, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Elektra, Punisher, Crossbones.
That
was right.
That's my dude.
I also have Deadpool, Kingpin, Nebula, and then it gets kind of boring from there.
Yeah.
I got Drax.
Gotta have a medic.
I almost have a Hulk.
Do you have a medic on your team always?
8 away from Hulk. No, I
don't.
I run with these top 5 right there.
Dang, you play Savage.
Yeah, I run with Daredevil, Gamora, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, and Elektra. And they've got, like, the Defenders, like, bond to them. So
nice. So
they match up really well. So, like, when Luke Cage goes, like, hit me, then, like, Daredevil's like, I'm fully healthy.
I am fully healthy.
Yeah. So that's a fun one. That's my number 2. Dude, we are getting into number 1. Do you want to take a quick ad break because I'm sponsored?
Sure.
Sure. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Today's podcast is brought to you by... I don't know. What do I got? Okay. Today's podcast is brought to you by Bang Energy Drink. It's the energy drink that I drink that doesn't have any sugar in it, but it does have a lot of caffeine and creatine. Bang Energy Drink. Get one. That wasn't a real ad because they're not actually paying me, but I do drink them. Cotton candy is my favorite flavor, and Purple Haze. Have you had a Bang before?
I've had one. It was a long drive from LA to Modesto.
Good
and
call.
I got it, and it was surprisingly woke me up very, very well.
Dude,
I got sour
special.
apple. It wasn't that good, but it woke me up.
That was okay. I'm not crazy about that one either.
No.
But yeah, they are a very special beverage for sure. Dude, this is it. We're on number 1.
Oof. This
All right.
is good.
Number 1. It's on to you, dude.
Oh, okay. So this is pop culture. This is Up with the Times.
Yep.
Dr. Disrespect is playing it as well. Good guy.
I'm so excited to find out what it is.
Apex Predator.
Dude, okay, yeah. Duh.
Another battle royale game.
Yep.
60 players, I believe 60. Group of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And each character has its own special traits and abilities.
Yeah.
So you can constantly use this. It has to refresh, but each player has this kind of one-off thing. And then
World of Warcraft type?
Kind of, yeah. Like special abilities like your hero would have.
Yeah.
And I always like playing the medic. And that one came out. I was playing it the first day on console. I mean on PC. And another.
How new is it?
It's fairly new. I want to say it came out probably last week.
All right, you keep talking. I'm going to download. Wait, can I get it on my phone?
No, I don't think so.
Never mind.
You can get it on Xbox though.
All right, I'll get it later.
But I like playing the medic. Very good support character. It doesn't affect really the way that you shoot or anything like that. It's just support.
That's cool.
Your traits and abilities. But
yeah.
I like playing her. She does a healing pack. So if your friend's down, all you do is lay out a healing pack, and then you could really, like, everyone around it could really get healed.
That's cool.
And then also a supply drop that will lay down like legendary loot and armor and sniper attachments, or weapon attachments and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's fun. I've gotten a couple W's on that already.
Nice.
And it's been very, very fun to play. Especially, I mean, I think the things that are going to make or break you in a battle royale game.
Yeah.
Unless you're like someone like Ninja,
Dude.
is if you have a good team.
Reel is crazy.
A good team.
Yeah.
You have to have a good team. You have to coordinate. You have to constantly be talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's what really makes a really good team.
That's cool.
Because because it's a group of 3. If you're gonna go against one person, if you're one person, you're gonna go against 3 people.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah. That's way cool because that one's more team based, battle royale still, but there's not a solo version and there's not.
I don't think so. Not yet. No.
Yeah. So that's cool. So that's a unique spin to the battle royale in theirs. I do got to try that one out.
Yeah, it's free too.
Are they like aliens and stuff? Like, what is the character types?
Oh, so they mostly all human. There's one character that looks like Chappie from District 13.
I was gonna, yeah.
He's like a robot.
Yeah.
His special move is he can do a grappling hook and then also a what's it called? A slider or a slider that you could really is quick movement type of dude.
Okay.
But a very good game. They have offensive, defensive, and also support healing.
That's cool.
Really fun.
I gotta try that one.
Yeah.
All right, man. This is my number 1.
Drum roll.
This one's a classic, something that many people before me have played before, but I honestly didn't play much until I got a Nintendo Switch, and that's Zelda Breath of the Wild. When I got the Switch, I knew this is the game I need to get because honestly, I'm probably going to spend the most time playing this by myself. I downloaded Fortnite. I've played it a time or 2.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's cool. But Breath of the Wild is the one that like I could just be anywhere and have 5 minutes or I can have an hour and just jump in and like I didn't know like how deep that the game really is.
Yeah.
I spent the first day like on my birthday probably playing for a good 4 hours. And like, throughout the day, like I played for a good amount of time, took a break and stuff. And I was like, man, I'm just chugging along with this thing. Yeah. And then I got a message from a friend who's like, oh, dude, yeah, that game's awesome. I've had it since Christmas. I'm nowhere near done. Like,
dang,
oh, no.
That's a great game then.
Oh, no. That's so much to do.
Yeah.
So now here I am. I've had it for about 2 going on 3 weeks. And I couldn't tell you really how far along that I am. Because I'm sure you could just jump to the end and try to fight the major boss and be done. But like at the same time, there's so much little things to experience. There's like variations within the game. So if you've never played Breath of the Wild or maybe other Zeldas, I don't know if other Zeldas are like this, but like you can just be fighting random dudes and collecting things and then cooking certain things so that you have more energy and you can be faster and all this stuff. But then also when you land at I can't remember what the name of them are right now. There's towers to climb up, and as you get to the top of a tower, it expands the view of the map, so you know what's going on there. So, like, even those have, like, little intricacies to them, because some of the way the towers are built, you can only move certain ways, and then sometimes there's guys to fight off. So, like, those in themselves are, like, little levels of achievement to overcome.
That's awesome.
And then also, when it comes to shrines, there are a bunch of shrines around the map, and when you land on a shrine, you could automatically transport from shrine to shrine without having to run across the whole map. But when you get to each shrine's kind of like a puzzle. And it's like, all right, you're down here, but you need to get up there, and there's no ladder to climb up. But you have this special ability to move metal, so you can move this metal piece and lean it up against that wall. And then you have this other random power where you can freeze water and turn it into a tower to climb up. And so you've got to like put all those little pieces together to get yourself to whatever that end goal is.
That's awesome.
So that game's been a lot of fun, and I haven't put it down yet. And the ability to play the Switch, mobile anywhere. Or on the TV.
Oh, it's so cool.
Has just been super, super great. So that's my number 1.
Wow. So are you a guy who likes to play very slowly through the campaign? Are you kind of like, okay, we need to go to the next level and that's it?
I'm going pretty slow.
Wow. That's a good game then, man.
I'm not doing each step one by one because I do have so many like side quests going on. Yeah. But I am like being like pretty faithful to like all little things. I'm like right now, honestly, I'm just like trying to paint out the whole map.
Yeah.
I'm going around to expand it all and like really see like what's going on with the whole story or whatever.
Your resources and stuff to upgrade your character.
Yeah. And then once I have all those shrines established, go wherever I want. Oh, Perfect. What do I need? That arrow? Cool. Yeah. I'm going to that land. So it's been a really good game, and I've loved it very, very much.
Nice.
Well, this was a fun and wild episode.
It was.
Triggered many memories. It exposed some new games I need to get into. Like, dude, is Kingdom Hearts on Xbox?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one I need to figure out. Mm-hmm. And then also Apex Predator. Needed probably those are 2 on my list. Mm-hmm. To check out. What's your recap of the day?
Recap is that Anthony has no excuse.
Okay.
He needs to play Kingdom Hearts. Had a PlayStation, doesn't never played it. And you need to get some more shooters in your life, man.
I do, huh? Don't have too many.
But
yeah,
of course, mine was immersed into shooters.
After this, we'll go double check if I have Destiny 2.
Oh, yeah.
I have Battlefield.
Battlefield is also a good honorable mention.
I have that one.
Last one.
Never really played it much.
Really?
Yeah. I also had Assassin's Creed. Didn't get that one in it too much. I enjoyed that one.
I didn't really play that one a lot.
But yeah, didn't play it a whole lot.
But recap is shooters are great. Also, I need to get on my list some sports games.
If you want, I mean, they're not that special. I mean, I guess other honorable mentions I don't have here. NHL's pretty fun. That's another fun one where it's like, I have no idea how the sport works, but like, it's just like a fun game that you could just pick up and start playing. Mm-hmm. Whereas the football one feels like you've got to know some things to like really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Whereas the FIFA and the NHL one, you could just be like, dude, just pass it and shoot it. Mm-hmm. Pass it to this guy and shoot it. NBA also really fun like that. To just get a random group of friends. I don't know if you were there one time. We had a small Bible study.
Yeah.
And before the Bible study, we would always create 30, 40 minutes of like, okay, we're going to have this tournament game time. And this one time we were all doing NBA And there was this one game. It was just like so much fun to watch too. There had to have been like 10 of us there. There were only 2 guys playing, and it got like made the shot. Last 2 minutes, made the shot. Ah! And then it was like a buzzer beater that happened.
Oh, nice.
And that was super fun, super good time. So yeah, NBA, another honorable mention. I don't think I have any more honorable mentions. Do you?
I'm sure there's gonna be more when I'm sleeping and I wake up at 2 a.m.
You could text me. You could tweet them. You can Instagram them. We could talk about them. Maybe we'll do another. I don't know. Maybe we don't have to wait 6 months, but some amount of time. I don't know. Other games I didn't mention that like I've had fun playing over lifetime. I did get into World of Warcraft for a second. I was going to say that.
Mm-hmm. What was your character?
I was a priest, and I was a priest kind of like as a...
Shadow priest?
Yes.
Nice.
Kind of a little bit as a joke because like I'm training to be a pastor. I'm going to school to be a pastor, and I was like, I'm going to be a priest. So I did that, and I was an elf.
Horde or Alliance?
Dude, you're asking me a question I don't know the answer to. Alliance.
So you're a night elf? Or you're a blood elf?
Night.
Nice.
What's the other option?
Blood elf.
What's the Horde? What's the Horde versions? Are they both the same?
What are you talking about?
Blood.
There's one elf. They're all different. I mean, there's blood elf and that's it on that one. And there's also, on the newest one, there's another elf faction. I forgot their name. They're really cool though.
I'm pretty sure I was Knight.
Nice.
Knight, Shadow, Priest.
Nice.
Elf. I didn't get into it too hardcore. It was like a Black Friday deal where I got the mouse that I have. It's not in the room right now.
Was it the Google one?
The Logitech.
Yeah. Oh, not the Google
503?
That one's nice.
Yeah, it was like a pretty dumb nice one for a very cheap amount of money.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair for me to jump in and be able to get that one. But yeah, so those are my honorable mentions. Did I say League of Legends yet?
Nope.
I did League of Legends for a second. That one was pretty fun to just jump into. Didn't feel like, too threatening to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for my games. Do you have any last thoughts?
Any honorable mentions? Or last?
Just anything.
It's been fun. It's been great. No, I don't think I need. I can go on for honorable mentions. I promise me.
We will pick this back up some other time. I don't know what it's gonna take. Maybe the next time there's some big game release.
That'd be great.
Maybe the next time we
could play it and we could provide commentary.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Pretty fun. Wow. Chit chat about that.
Yeah.
Next time we hear something, it's like Call of Duty 7, and we're like 50 years old. Like, you're gonna love it, man. I don't know. Well, Christian, thank you for being here, sir.
Of course, it's been fun. Thank you for having me.
You are the man. I gotta mention, follow this guy on Instagram. He's also a very talented, just like artist. So whether it's photography, graphic design, video, whatever, he does it all. You can follow his Instagram, Camarena.
Camarena.
All together.
Like the tequila, if you're wondering how that's spelled.
Huh.
No relation.
It's not what I would have thought, but I'm happy for you.
I've gotten it so much.
Okay, solid. And if for whatever reason you guys think that this is fun and you enjoy it, you can support this podcast video stuff. Patreon.com/AnthonyKGoodwin, and you can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at AnthonyKGoodwin as well. And most likely, any sort of gaming system, if you wanted to add me on Xbox or Nintendo or whatever it is, even Marvel, Anthony K. Goodwin, awesome. Most likely, again, is what it is. Stuck with it, man. Yeah. That's it. Thanks again, guys, for checking out another episode of the AnthonyKGoodwin Podcast. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Drink bang.
You say trick bang?
It's a drink bang.
Oh my gosh. Drink bang energy drinks. Bye.